I'm constantly asking myself, where do I think I'll see the craziest returns in blockchain technology and cryptocurrency? And I would say projects involving metaverse. To me, that just seems like that would be the craziest types of responses and moonshots and stuff like that. Not necessarily the safest. If you were to ask me the safest, I would say Bitcoin for sure, 100%. But if I were to see the craziest returns, like I'm talking 1000x returns, my guess would be metaverse projects. And there are three reasons why I would think that. One, I think there's a lot of untapped potential in the metaverse. I think businesses could get in there and we have no idea how people will utilize and transition their current business from what it is now, Web 2.0 into Web 3.0, and then expanding into the metaverse. I don't know how doctors in the medical field will start using the metaverse. I don't know how plumbing will start using the metaverse, and that just seems exciting to me. Initially, I would think that something like training, but who knows what kind of genius will be coming out from there. On top of that, gaming is such a big opportunity, and the reason why I don't think is because there's a lot of money there. I think there's a lot of accessibility in gaming. To me, Axie Infinity changed my mindset on how games can really change someone's life, that someone could really just earn a living in whatever country with no opportunity, and they have that opportunity now because of the internet. So that's number one, untapped potential, particularly in gaming, and how businesses will transition over into the metaverse. Number two, opportunity to build and sustain communities. I think that when you have a community, a fan base, people who are sold out for your brand, that they're involved and yet living and doing commerce in your metaverse, I think that's a huge opportunity for a lot of money and a lot of return in case of you and I are investing into these projects. And the three, a lot of excitement. I think there's a lot of excitement with it. There's a lot of partnerships. There's a lot of money flowing into it. Facebook changing its name into Meta, celebrities buying land in the metaverse. There's just a lot of excitement that's being involved in it. But here's the key. I think now is a great time to potentially invest in metaverse, because I was doing a lot of research, and to me, a lot of videos on YouTube around November were talking about the metaverse and just this huge, you see this huge spike. I mean, go into Brian Jung, Lark Davis, all these guys, Sheldon, BitBoy Crypto, all the guys you and I watch, and there's probably a lot more on Crypto Banter. There's a lot more, right? And they're all talking about metaverse tokens October and November, when it was getting that initial hype, that initial spike. But then everything started to go down when Bitcoin started to drive and take a dive. And now everything's kind of flatlining. And to me, when the market zigs, we zag, okay? Cowboys don't ride with everybody, we ride against everything. When no one's talking about investing, everyone's talking about the Fed, everyone's talking about a lot of FUD, everyone's talking about a lot of fear. I myself got caught into this. And as this whole last year, I start reflecting on how I get caught in my emotions into this wave, I need to think counterintuitively from whatever the market's doing. We have to think contrarian to what people are doing. If people are selling and people are fear, we need to cowboy up and start getting involved in the markets. And I think now is the best time to start investing. I myself I'm not sure now, right? There's a lot of still FUD, there's still in my brain, but I'm trying to position myself to be okay, what are the best metaverse projects to get involved in? And exactly, I've already listened why I'm getting involved in metaverse, but I myself will start looking at metaverse projects very closely. And these are the top 5 best plays that I can think of. I have no stake in them right now, but I will be buying into them in the near future. And these are, to me, are the best chances for huge returns when you're investing into the metaverse. And so let's get right into it. And if you're new to this channel, my name is Aaron. I'm gonna join to my next Bitcoin. But these are my best plays. Okay, the first one is Sandbox. To me, Sandbox is I just saw how big Minecraft got, and just the cult-like following that Minecraft got from little kids, and those little kids are going to be adults in 10 years. They're going to have spending money, and they're going to be able to react to their Minecraft days into a sandbox, and they're just going to transition all their spending money into there. And even adults who have more spending and purchasing power in 5-10 years, Sandbox seems like a natural fit. And I love all these metaverse projects. Why? Because they seem to be at a cheap price right now. So right now I'm looking at like a cheap price of $2.73 compared to when it was all so exciting at like $8. Like this to me is like a opportune time for metaverse projects because they're so low compared to where they were. If you don't know what Sandbox is, it's like Minecraft. People can even make their own NFTs, make their own land, sell it. I'm not going to do a deep dive into any of this stuff, but you got to know that Snoop Dogg is involved in it. There's like huge partners involved. Look, Adidas is in it. I didn't even know Adidas in it. Here, look, I think that's Snoop Dogg or something. So you create your own land. The land is expensive and all that stuff. So I really am feeling Sandbox as probably the safest pick for metaverses. I'm not too keen on Decentraland. That to me seems, I'm not too sure about that one. It didn't resonate with me. But I do see a lot of people really linking up with Sandbox just because of how I already saw people with the Minecraft. The next play for me will be Illuvium. Illuvium, if Sandbox was really like a Minecraft counterpart, Illuvium is like a Pokemon counterpart. And Pokemon is like one of the greatest, highest grossing franchises of all time. And you see here that if you saw it here, it's an opportunity at $500. And over here, it's still that same opportunity at $530. We saw it here at triple or over triple at 1800 in November, and this one where everyone was talking about this stuff, right? But now we see Illuvium sitting down here, and I just think that, look, it's still the same game or still the same metaverse. It's even better, if not better, right now, and it's like where people are basically catching these animals and battling them, and they're earning to play and stuff like that. So to me, this seems like a really good opportunity. I mean, look at these partners, right? Look at all this capital poured into it. Look at all these partnerships that are linking up with them. It just seems like this is one of the better opportunities to sink your money into and join the wave at a low price, because whenever the markets do turn around, we're looking to see the best, the cream of the cream of the crop, right? The creme de la creme of these metaverse games shooting to the moon. The next one to me is Star Atlas. Okay, if Illuvium is like Pokemon and Minecraft is like Sandbox, to me this one seems like Star Wars. Okay, they are basically space exploration, taking over everything. Star Wars, Star Trek. That to me hits that part of people that like cult-like following is what I'm looking for. And this seems like a huge opportunity. I mean, if you're looking at the chart and if you believe in the project and trust that the backers are following into it, at 2 cents compared to where it was at 16 cents, that is near 8x. I mean, look over here. This one's crazy here. 23 cents. I mean, it is still the same project. However, now it's just at a crazy cheap price. No one is believing in anything right now. And that's when I think wild cowboys with a little bit of money to spend can get into these projects. Now, Star Atlas, like I said, it's that space exploration. But I do want to show you the partnerships that are involved in Space Atlas. You've got 6 exchanges. You've got Solana. The whole the blockchain Solana is backing this thing up. So you're gonna know that people, when they go into Solana, they're gonna be pushing this thing. The blockchain is gonna be pushing this by itself. Look, it just seems like a great game. And then now, I guess I could play now, and I'll probably do some exploration on the game myself. So you got to connect the wallet. Again, we're not going to do an in-depth dive here. After that, Blocktopia. I like being on Blocktopia because if Solana is using Star Atlas, Blocktopia is going to be used by Polygon. To me, Polygon. And it's another decentralized metaverse where they're bringing on businesses, bringing on opportunities to like really make beautiful 3D renderings of just like this skyscraper tower. Again, I'm looking at the hype. I'm looking at the price right now at 1 cent compared to 12 cents or even 17 cents. It just seems like, golly, I'm just trying to change my mindset on how to look at these opportunities rather than saying, oh, it's a dead project. I still see a ton of money behind it, a ton of development behind it, and complete blockchains backing up the metaverse. So that to me is another play. Another one is Wilder World. This one is where a lot of influencers, some particularly like Lark Davis, is behind, and for good reason. I mean, you see this again. You see November is this huge pickup for a lot of these metaverse projects, and everyone's talking about their, amazing the list that they're coming out with. But Wilder World seems to make that list every single time at $1.26. $1.15. It seems like Wilder World would be a great game, and this is like hits that Western feel, I believe. But it's what's that world? I don't know. It's like futuristic Western world. It just seems like there's a lot of people behind it. And my last pick, the special dark horse pick, is Victoria VR at 13 cents currently. Look at this. I mean, it just seems like this is when it was most hyped up in December. And that everything, this is not reflective of the project. This is reflective of the market. These downswings, like you see these are the times to start buying into amazing projects. Okay, so Victoria VR, this seems like a more general, more realistic feel for any metaverse projects to get into it. So like you see like the detail on humans' faces, built on Unreal Engine. So it just seems like, yeah, I'm really feel like it seems AAA all the way. So these are my picks for metaverse tokens. And again, the reason why I'm looking at the metaverse is because I feel like there's a ton of money, a ton of untapped potential, and a ton of excitement with celebrities and communities building around these projects. It's too great for me to ignore and to write off. I could look at these these smaller projects, right? And maybe you could see crazier returns on that, because it doesn't take much to make it pump like crazy, and it's really hard to exit those positions also. But these to me seem like the most safest bets in the riskiest and largest potential plays, which is the metaverse. Anyways, if you agree with my picks, let me know down in the comment section below. Guys, I get into lizard brain projects, like just simple and good and clean AAA games. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.